So, there has been some interesting news. There is this thing called the T app,
Women are anonymously spilling the tea on men they dated on a new viral app.
which is essentially an app that is supposed to allow women to share and express their experience with men, while also giving dating advice and warnings to women about bad men in their communities. On the surface, this sounds like a good idea, right? Women are more vulnerable, despite what some might say. So it's understandable for them to create their own community around how to navigate around men in their communities. However, it became much more than that. They simply took it way too far. Instead of just simple warnings about this guy or that guy, it became a place for revenge and bitterness. It became about exposing men and ruining their lives and reputations for stuff they didn't do. A place where a good man who just happened to not like a particular woman can be falsely outed for being broke and gay, or as a sexual assaulter, or even rapist. Imagine being a man just going out to eat, and some woman shows interest in you, and you tell her no because you are simply just not interested. Then she takes your photo without you knowing and tells a whole community of other women that you don't know and don't know you that you are some kind of evil monster. That is what we are dealing with here. It's basically like don'tdatehimgirl.com back in the day, which was a site where women eventually started using as a revenge site to ruin men they didn't like. Here is an example of what I'm talking about and what the T app also is doing.
Upon opening tea, users can see photos of local men along with their names. They can leave red flags or green flags, as well as comments, including about negative date experiences or even vouching for them as a friend. The app also lets users run background checks, search for criminal histories, and even reverse image search to check if a man is catfishing. While the company says their mission is to keep women safe, they've also faced backlash from men who say they fear being misrepresented or doxxed on the platform.
I had a female friend of mine go undercover on the T app, and I found that there were some women talking about me. They were clearly just upset. They felt that they got slighted. Is there anything we could do about this? This is defamation. This is entirely untrue.
However, karma, God, or whatever it is, saw fit to give these ladies a piece of their own medicine. As it turns out, the tea was spilled, and all the users got their info leaked. Photos, driving license, and even their locations. Not to be mean, but some of these ladies are just straight up ugly hogs. Not all of them are, but a lot of them are. I mean, just look at the photos I'm showing you right now. And before you call me sexist or disgusting, remember what these ladies were doing. They deserve the truth, and they are ugly on the outside, just as ugly as they are on the inside. Besides, it's their own fault that this happened. The terms of agreement and use in order to interact with this app pretty much say that they are unreliable and anything could happen to you, your info, or your account for any reason. This is what it says. We ask that you register by creating a username and including your location, birth date, photo, and ID photo. Access to the services is only available to registered users who have expressly agreed to these terms of use in our privacy policy. You are solely responsible for maintaining the confidentiality and security of your login account information, and you will remain responsible for all activity emanating from your account, whether or not such activity was authorized by you. We reserve the right to disallow, cancel, remove, or reassign certain usernames and permalinks in appropriate circumstances as determined by us at our sole discretion, and may, with or without prior notice, suspend, terminate, and delete your account. In no event shall the company be liable for damages of any kind, including but not limited to direct, indirect, special, incidental, consequential, exemplary, or punitive damages, lost profits, lost data, loss of goodwill or business reputation, any cost to procure substitute goods or services, or any intelligible loss, regardless of the foreseeability of those damages. You hereby agree to identify, whatever that word means, defend, and hold harmless the company, its successors, assigns, whatever that means also, affiliates, agents, directors, officers, employees, and shareholders from and against any and all claims, obligations, damages, losses, expenses, and costs, including reasonable attorney fees resulting from I. Any violation by you of the terms of use, or 2. Any activity related to your account, be it by you or by another person, accessing your account with or without your consent. All personal data that you provide to us in connection with your use of the services is collected, stored, used, and disclosed by the company in accordance with our privacy policy. In addition, in common with most websites, we use cookies, location data, and other user information to help us understand how people are using the services so that we can continue to improve the services we offer. So, it seems to me that all that means is that if something happens to your info or account, they hold no responsibility for it. So it seems like it may be their own fault that their info was in a position to get leaked in the first place. In the words of the mighty Roach King,
I can guarantee you anyone wearing these glasses doesn't want you to have fun. That's the last thing they want you to have.
On their watch, I do of course also think that there is quite a bit of responsibility on the app. You know,
I love how, like, every single time something like this happens, these people play, the floor is lava with taking accountability for their own actions. You are on an app that's all about leaking personal fucking info.
Apparently, that shit was not secure, and all of that info got leaked. Like, they can see your exact coordinates.
Clearly didn't set up enough security measures, so somebody nasty was able to easily access these images and leak them. So head on a swivel, ladies.
And so, again, you have, and this is what got leaked, by the way. This is what got leaked right here. Yep. Yep, there it is. Holy brother, that's right. I knew it. I fucking knew it, bro.
there are also many comments from other women trying to escape responsibility or to obfuscate their responsibility in this. For example, this lady here. Men acting fake appalled at the T-app's existence. Like y'all didn't have the Is Anyone Up website specifically made for men to leak revenge porn of women, and like y'all weren't exposed for doing the same thing on Telegram and WhatsApp. Y'all are all weirdos. This lady right here in particular is trying to justify the behavior on the T-app by saying men in the past have done the same thing. But the last time I checked, two wrongs don't make something right. So, call me cold, call me sexist, or whatever. These women are just bitter, old, and ugly. And instead of being genuine to people and trying to overcome their bitterness, they seeped more into it and grew a community that does more harm than good. I still feel the baseline idea of having a special app to warn women of dangerous men is good, but when it turns from warning about dangerous men to becoming a danger to innocent men, that is just too far. What do you think about the T-app and how women have used it? Do you feel it's fair, or do you feel it goes too far? Tell me what you think in the comments. And remember, I'm awesome, and you're awesome, and I'll see you guys later.